Hello everybody, my name is Ciara Slayton. I'm a professional soccer player and I'm also a trainer. I am making this YouTube channel to show you guys various drills, answer any questions that you guys have for me. So I'm really excited all of you are here and stay tuned for the Q&A video. Thanks. Okay, let's get started. So, question number one is, how many times do you train during season and in the off season? So during season, I usually train with the team as far as like weightlifting and stuff. We usually do that twice a week. And then in the off season, I usually train, and I'm talking about like weightlifting and training. I usually train 5 to 6 times a week. So what I'll do is I'll work out in the morning, and then in the afternoons, I'll kind of do stuff on my own outside. But yeah, during the season, if you are going to weightlift, I would say do it maybe twice a week and never do it 2 to 3 days before a game because you never want to be sore during your games. Okay, so question number 2 is, how many teams did you go through to get pro? So it wasn't necessarily how many teams I went through, it was more so, you know, what I did after college. So I played high school, obviously I played club growing up, and so in college is obviously where I got recognized. So I basically made a highlight tape and linked up with my agent, and then he had a contract for me. So I went through the same teams as anybody else, but I just kind of, you know, linked up with my agent and got hooked up with my pro teams that way. What is the best hamstring injury prevention exercises? So I would say squats for sure. A lot of squats, a lot of lunges, things like that, eccentric workouts. So you can come up on 2 legs and then you have a box behind you and then come down on 1 leg. Those are good. But tons of lunges and squats and just things that don't aggravate it, and make sure you foam roll and stretch as well. What is the best way for colleges to know that you exist? What's the best way to get recognized? So nowadays I'm hearing that college ID camps are very good. Me growing up, you basically got picked up out of high school, or you could try out for teams. I'm thinking that you can try out for teams, but what I did in high school was I just, you know, sent some tapes to my JUCO, and then I went out and I basically did a tryout after 2 days, and then I was picked up off the team. But I know ID camps are huge. And also, before you go to ID camps, like, make sure you're ready. Make sure you're well conditioned. You're going to be competing. You're competing for a spot on every team. So just make sure you're ready, and contact colleges, email them, send them videos of you. Take tons of videos. Social media, all of that is so huge nowadays. So take tons of videos. Okay, why do you like soccer? When you were little, what did you want to be when you grow up? So when I was younger, I wanted to be a doctor, and obviously I wanted to be a professional soccer player as well, and that dream came true. So it just started out when I was 4 years old. I'd kick the ball against the wall every single day. I would train on my own. I would train while everybody was sleeping, as a lot of you call it. So I've always wanted to be a professional soccer player. My thing to all of you out there is put your mind to it, train hard, and you can do whatever you want. The sky's the limit. So for me, growing up, that's what I wanted to be, and, you know, I made that dream come true by hard work and dedication. Okay, next question is kind of long. So I'm just starting to play high school soccer. This means that I will be training 4 to 5 times a week with 1 to 2 games a week. I'm also thinking about playing 1 game a week with my club team, but I don't want to overdo it and get injured. I talked to the high school coach, and he thinks it's a lot to take on, but I don't know what to do. So me personally, I would focus on, as it seems you're going into high school, so I would focus on high school more than club. And especially high school only comes around once. So playing high school soccer was so fun. And like you said, you don't want to overdo it. So if you can, I would honestly just focus on your high school team. You can try it out. And if you feel like it's too much, you know, then back off of it. But I would say for now, just focus on your high school team. You should be a coach and have a team. So right now I'm still going into my season in April. I coach here and there sometimes, or I'll help out, but mainly I just do my private training, which I absolutely love, but I would love to coach once I retire. I mean, soccer is a part of my life. It's always been, and it will always be. So coaching is definitely something that I want to do after I retire. Very good question. How beneficial is doing ODP for a person that has big plans on soccer? Do you have experience on that? I did not play ODP growing up. Personally, especially nowadays, my younger sister plays ECNL and DA. So DA is a huge opportunity, especially to get your name out there. Same with ECNL. So I would say look for those, because I know that ODP is a little bit older, and I don't know if coaches, like especially college coaches or the U.S. national team, really like look at that. Okay, next is, what clubs were you in as a kid? I started out, it's Storm now, but it was called Extreme. So I started out on Storm, my first year playing competitive. I stayed with Storm for a while, and then I switched over to Broomfield. So those are the two clubs I grew up playing. I love both of them. I mean, the coaching staff, shout out to Jeff Carroll. The coaching staff is amazing. So I'm so happy that I grew up playing for both of those clubs, and I know that they're around now. So that's the clubs that I played for when I grew up. How do you get over the nervous butterflies before a game? So I have butterflies before any game, whether it be training, whether it be indoor. I always get butterflies, and butterflies is telling your body, you know, hey, I'm excited, or hey, I'm nervous. I mean, it's nothing that you can really get over. I like getting butterflies because it makes me work harder, and I'm like, wow, I'm excited to play this game. So I don't think butterflies are a bad thing. You can try some things like maybe like kind of meditating before games if you want, or just like closing your eyes and trying to take yourself somewhere else, but I don't think butterflies are a bad thing. Next one is, does it ever feel a little more dangerous than people think? You're twisting your ankles and knees trying to control the ball, and there are more collisions these days with little safety equipment worn. So me personally, I'm not a fearful person, and this is in all sports. You are gonna risk getting hurt, you're gonna risk getting concussions, things like that. Soccer is something, you know, it's a very physical sport, but I personally don't, I'm not scared, you know, to play, and I don't ever think about injuries or things like that. So me personally, like I said, you know, I'm not a fearful person. So I'm fine with playing soccer, and, you know, I know you only wear shin guards, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not scared to play, and I don't ever think about that stuff. You're gonna risk, you risk things every day in life, so that's just kind of how I see it. How is life playing overseas in comparison to the States? I feel the passion is a bit greater over there. So I completely agree with you, and I'll tell you that because my last team I played for in Croatia, we had 6 national team girls, and I'm talking these girls get paid dirt, nothing. And same thing in the States, you know, the equal pay thing, I totally agree with that, and I do agree with you, like you said, with the passion, because that's all that they have there. You know, they go outside every single day, they kick the ball around, and it's just like we're so privileged in America, especially like, you know, not just like in sports wise, but with a lot. And again, I understand that, you know, women don't get paid as much as men, but we do get a lot more here than they do in Europe. That team didn't get anything. We didn't get equipment. We had to bring our own equipment. And this is a professional club. So, you know, I do feel like the passion's greater because soccer is all they have. Okay, tips on college recruiting. I would say, so, you know, for me, I was overlooked in soccer. I mean, I made the C team my freshman year in high school. I didn't make varsity until I was a junior, and I was the only one out of my school to play pro. I'm in the Hall of Fame at my school right now. And, you know, so for me, I had to do it myself. So basically what I did was, you know, I contacted a JUCO and I sent them some tapes of me, and then he wanted me to come out for a tryout. So I came out for a tryout. They gave me a scholarship, and that's kind of how I did it. You know, nowadays it's a little different. You can go to college ID camps and get recognized there. You can get recognized on your club teams. So my tips for that would be reach out to colleges, you know, even if you're a junior, whatever, like reach out to colleges ASAP. Tell them you'll send them videos, tell them you're willing to fly out there, and there's so many colleges out there that are looking for players, so I would just say to take that route of doing that if you can't find colleges. Next one is drills to work on technique and first touch. So, as far as first touch, something you can do on your own at home. You can go in the garage and you can pass the ball against the wall and pass it hard enough so you have to receive a good first touch. You can let the ball bounce and hit it against the wall, so kind of like a volley thing. You can pass it against the wall super hard so that you have to receive a first touch. You can start doing turns with the ball. There's so much you can do. As far as technique, I would say ball mastery drills, simple stuff. I have some stuff on my YouTube channel, and I'll be posting more, so you can look at my YouTube channel for that. But just little things. You can do toe taps, you can do box kicks. There's so many things, even just looking up, you know, ball mastery drills to do on my own. There's so much you can do, and social media and YouTube and things like that are huge for that. So I would say if you can't find anything, just like look on my page, or again, I'm going to be posting stuff on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart, and I really hope that I've helped a lot of you, and if you have any more questions, I can do another Q&A video. Please like this video, please comment, please let me know your guys' thoughts, and I'll be posting more drills, I'll be posting more videos just like this, so please subscribe to my channel and go ahead and share this video as well. Thanks.